Okay, it's 8 o'clock on Radio Craft Beer. I'm joined by Ray, Brewery Brewery. How you doing, Ray?
How you doing? All right.
And we've got your one and only Afghan Pale Ale. It's 5.4% ABV. You've canned this beer. Why have you called it Afghan Pale Ale while I pour it?
Well, it's actually an Indian Pale Ale, but if you look back to the days of the British Empire, when we were in Indian Pale Ales, obviously, a lot of the fighting the British troops done was in the northwest frontier, which is now Pakistan, and basically, British troops were fighting and they fought 2 Anglo-Afghan wars, and the beer they drank in them days was an IPA, an Indian Pale Ale.
Right.
Traditionally really strong. Obviously when it got to India they watered it down. But most of the fighting in India was on that, what we call the Pashtun belt, which is the borders between India and Afghanistan, because Pakistan didn't exist, and we called it the northwest frontier. So and we decided, well, what can we call an IPA, and what better name to call it an Afghan.
Brilliant.
After the area they were actually fighting in. And even to this day the border between Afghan and Pakistan isn't really recognised, because some British, see the Empire just drew a line straight through a tribal belt and separated a tribe, straight through the middle.
Right.
And that's what the British did years ago. But back to the beer, Afghan is a proper traditional Indian Pale Ale.
Let's get the aroma, shall we? Yeah. The look of the beer first. A lovely, lovely looking beer. Again, nice small bubbles to the beer, nice head, nice looking carbonation. My glass is slightly hazy, but it's a bottle conditioned beer.
I think you poured the bottle.
There's a little bit of yeast in my glass, but if you have a look at Ray's, absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Aroma?
Citrus.
Massive, massive, big, punchy, orange peel aromas in this one. And it's a beer that really gets me excited. It's a beer that really wants to make me kind of... it's a dive in.
Full bodied, lots of hop character, lots of hop aroma, all US infusion. So
Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what an awesome beer. Grapefruity, there's a little bit of orange peel in there, there's a bit of blood orange in there. Like you've just ripped the blood orange apart and you've kind of scoffed it in hunger.
Definitely, mate. Citrusy, like
absolutely.
Achieve all the fruity flavours back into.
Good body, good mouthfeel. There's a little bit of sweetness in there to begin with as well, and that sweetness is coming from the malt. There's lots of malts in this beer.
Yeah, a bit of crystal malt we put in there to give it a colour, maybe mild softer. Just a slight colour, traditional pale ale, IPA, so it's about the right colour, I would say, for an IPA.
Fantastic. The IBUs, I'm going to take a guess at the IBUs, and Ray will probably correct me. I'm going to say it's probably about between 40 and 50 IBUs.
Definitely, I'd say more towards 40, 45.
Not bad there with the IBUs, I guess. It's a really full-bodied, punchy IPA that is not out of balance, which means for me that I would want to have another pint. It's a very drinkable beer. So far, the best beer I've tried from Brewery Brewery. Really pleased with this. Cheers, Ray.
Yaki da.
Yaki da. Thanks for watching. Cheers.